So I said to ChatGPT, answer this for someone living a normal life who senses something is off but can't quite put a finger on it. Don't try to persuade or change their viewpoints. If there is hope, lay it on them. If there's real danger, tell it like it is. And for the love of sweetness, do not hold back.
When one of the men who helped build ChatGPT quit his job and spoke out publicly against the platform, calling it bad for mankind, he lost his life shortly after. Mainly it was the issues surrounding AI being trained using copyrighted material that bothered him. Suchir was one person in charge of organizing and gathering more data from the internet to train the AI. Worried about the consequences for publishers, creators, artists, and society as a whole, he had come to feel that AI in general was harmful to humanity. It wouldn't be long before Suchir came to bring a lot of controversy. He spoke with the New York Times about his experience building ChatGPT and how negatively he felt about it. He said in the interview that ChatGPT and products like it violate US copyright laws because they are trained using the products of what are basically their business competitors and are trained to mimic them as well as possible, becoming substitutes for them.
I had somebody DM me talking about they saw me in a Skechers ad. They said, "Is this you?" I pull up to the Skechers store. What do I see? Bro, wait till I show y'all the original picture. I didn't authorize this. So this original photo is from 2021. And they photoshopped the forces out and put some Skechers on. They ain't cut the check. They didn't even hit me up for the official ad.
The things we see happening today are just a replay of events that occurred in the past. In the textbooks, they will say no trade was occurring here, when in reality, these people were traveling here with the intent to learn a trade. And the only way that one could acquire knowledge of someone's business was through marriage or to break into their home. Through these avenues, they acquired information that they used for trade, and then eventually they sought to be recognized as an authorized retailer.
So here are the pros of starting a retail store. A retail store gives you a tangible presence in your community. On that same tip, retail presence also gives you the opportunity for personal interaction. A retail store can help you build brand awareness in your community.
To manufacture and promote your goods for you.
I'm going to talk today about the livery or livery company and its impact on the life of many melanated people. The livery company it is a corporation company which is they name it Livery Company. Livery Company is spelled L-I-V-E-R-Y.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
There are 110 companies. There is a corporation usually starts with the name the worshipful company of etc. etc. To get a membership in the Livery Company, first you're gonna have to be it's gonna have to be like patrimony, or also vote. If you got money, also you can do an interview and then join the livery companies. If you don't know, they are the one that run everything in the UK, or probably pretty much everything around the world as well, from trades to things like that. And so its effect on the black malls or the black people. How? Because you might going to say to me, "Oh, Zonji, so how is that, the livery company, affected the lives of black people?" I think the reason why you see today, you don't see any black executive in the FTSE 100, people and decision makers or entrepreneurs, or not a lot of, for example, just a quiet, handful, is because of the livery companies. Back in the 17th or the 1500, they do a service for the livery company for 7 years. After 7 years, they get a free pass or free membership in the livery companies in the City of London, and they're able to make an impact, and they're able to, trade in the City of London.
On a large scale today, it looks like this. These people get paid to promote a product that is not theirs, but they also have a chance now to steal your idea.
Amazon has changed the game completely. So what they excel at is getting an object from a creator
And all of this is presented within the name.
The name of the product had changed from WebGPT to ChatGPT.
Have you ever wondered why it's called GPT? It comes from this word here, gyp, which means to cheat or swindle someone. It's a command that regards something as already being gypped. It's a gypped. And so ChatGPT is a modern day delivery company that helps you with your delivery so that it can peer into your inner communication of what is being born. It's a Egypt, which is a doorway into stealing what's yours. And did you know that this and this were a representation of the same things? This is where the communication for your movement takes place, to peer and pair what is being made through the mid. Historically spelled as Egypt, these locations were being used as a resource and as a residence for sterile city management, because when you pair a mid, you also pair a maid. But what's important is, if we focus on these two letters, we find that it answers to AI, to steal that which is being born. And it's even represented in this story.
Abram's descendants would become slaves in a foreign land for 400 years, but God would punish that nation and bring Abram's descendants back into the land of Canaan.
And that's exactly what he wanted to do, because he comes from the lineage of Cain. But they don't tell us this, and I wonder why. And so what he ended up doing was pairing a mid, so that he could pair a maid. In this case, he paired with something that was already fertile, and it was a merger or a business deal, also known as a contract of a completed destiny swap, energetically, that turns one party into a servant depending on the circumstance. Abram also knew that both him and his half-sister were barren before he arrived, and so that's why they present this information this way.
He must have told his barren wife because she came up with an idea to help God out. Since she couldn't have kids, she asked Abram if he would be willing to have a child with her Egyptian maidservant, Hagar.
But in reality, it was purposely done, because the name Abram means a broom, which is to sweep or peer amid, and Sarai means to desert AI, to not be seen. And that's why when her child was born, he was named Isaac, which means now we are seen, or now we can see. Fertility. And so after they stole someone else's birthright, they just changed the name from Egypt to Egypt. And that's why these people in the past were against interracial marriage, because it's a literal destiny swap if you merge with the wrong one. And the reason why she changed her name to mean princess was because she had successfully destiny swapped with a literal princess. The moral of this story is, do not be quick to mix or mingle with something because it looks good, because it might just result in you getting caught and gypped into giving up your inheritance to become a servant to something or someone who uses you, and yet they rely on you for what you create. And so let's go back to these letters and this word, because they love to hide things by changing the spelling. This word, egg, is also age, and we will see how it has been used historically when we pair it with the command of N, which would be egg in a large population through childbirth, or age in people with a large population and an extended life or abundance. So now you should know why these people are working so hard to caulk age in. If you guys want to have a name decoded, your name, someone else's name, for research purposes or relationship compatibility, it can even tell you if you're in the right career. If you are interested, check out the information in the description box down below.